But hey, guys, we got a game coming up here. The Week 8 Dallas Cowboys 3-3-1 versus the Denver Broncos 5-2. Well, here we are, Dallas Cowboys. Here we are going into Week 8. We got ups across the board, except for we're still the 32nd ranked defense. So 76.1 rank overall. PFF rankings, by the way. We're ranked 10th. 80.1 offense overall. We're ranked 4th. And 51.7 defense. Went up from 47. But we're 32nd ranked, so no change there.
We're slowly improving on defense as far as PFF grade. And I'll say this with actual not PFF grade, like yards against and all that total defense and shit, the Cowboys have moved up a little bit. But PFF and those stats are a little bit different. They're still bottom 3 in almost every category.
Exactly. Like, overall, they're still the worst. But who cares? At this point, we're looking to get to 25. If the Cowboys get to the PFF ranked 25th ranked defense, they are a Super Bowl contending team.
Shit, yeah,
with this offense.
With the offense continuing to cook.
The offense doesn't slow down and keeps pace.
That's the key.
That's where we got to get to.
The offense has to keep cooking. Defense just has to get better.
You just got to get to like 62.
Just get better. And you know what? Right now,
I feel like we are.
What were they? 47 last week.
Yep.
Give us another +4. They're 54 next week. Give us another +4 after the Arizona game. They're 58 going into the bye.
We're feeling pretty damn good.
We're feeling better. We're feeling better than that 47 last week. I'll tell you that much.
Javonte Williams, I just figured like he's a dude who should just take a little bit of a closer look at. What I don't include here for the Canf Analytics is anything that's obvious. So like, yeah, we know he's second in rushing and we know that he's second in touchdowns or whatever. Let's look a little deeper. Let's dig a little deeper under the skin.
Baby. To why he's those second places in rushing and touchdowns.
Williams, pull that foreskin back. Let's have a real good look.
Let's see that turtle head.
So something that's interesting is a 3.03 rushing efficiency. That's his north to south rushing, meaning he's not running east to west to get a yard. He's not running 5 yards to the left or right.
He's running downhill.
He's running straight up right into your mouth.
He's coming. Yeah, he's running downhill and he's looking for someone to bang it off of.
I think it was 2.9 was the next highest in the, I forget who that was. Rico Dowdle. So Rico
Dowdle.
He has 142 rush yards over expected. So where he was supposed to be tackled, just plus on 142 rush yards, no biggie. That's first in the NFL. And this is the biggest kicker for me, guys. 416 yards after contact. All of them are actually after the contract was signed. He's ranked second. 70% of his total yards are after contract. So he's getting hit.
It's those big runs.
He's just pounding
every big run he's had hasn't came because he's had an open hole. He's bounced off 2 or 3 guys and hit the side. Right. Yep. Even last week he did it. And then the Jets game right before halftime, bounced off 3 guys, had a giant 60-yard run. So that's 416 yards because he has 600 and something. So that's pretty wild that 416 of his yards are after the contact.
It is. To me, that was like,
he's putting in work.
I was like, holy smokes.
And that's another thing back to what we were talking about, the BB being brought back in. Our run, like Javonte Williams is cooking right now, right? So I don't think bringing BB back in would stir things up too crazy. But if we could get someone else healthier, then that's why I would have picked someone else.
Yeah, sure. And we want all 3 of those guys in. I do want to see Kalen Carson too. But right now, if it's a matter of rushing BB back or not, with what we're seeing with Williams running and how that line is working, there's no rush. And that's a nice feeling.
It is.
Now we're going to be heading into the touch and tips. Cowboys, Broncos. Denver leads this overall series 9 wins to 5, which again is just a surprisingly low amount for 2 teams who've been in the league since the 70s, but that's it. Cowboys 0 turnovers with 2 turnovers last week, ranking them 14th.
So we climbed up. We've climbed back into that nice. We're not negative anymore. Which is
We're in a good place. We're in a good place. Yeah. Broncos -2. They're in 19th place. Points scored per game for the offense. Cowboys 31.7. They moved up to second. Broncos in the middle of the pack, basically 23.3. And points against per game. So 29.4 against the defense. 30th ranked, and the Broncos have 18.1, and they're the 4th ranked.
So you're going to see some strengths here. You're looking at the points scored by the Dallas Cowboys, ranked 2nd, and they're going up against the 4th best points against defense. So this is going to be one of those which moves. Do the Cowboys keep scoring, or do the Broncos keep stopping people from scoring? And we're going to know better about both these teams following this game, because both of those units have been super successful this season up to now, and this is going to be a real testing point for both teams.
Yeah, and I think the interesting thing is, where do you feel if you had a 50-50 coin flip, NFL defense, the number 1 NFL defense versus the number 1 NFL offense, who would you pick in a coin flip? My money goes to offense. They just have the more, the calls fall more on in their favor. So it's a good thing that Cowboys are in this kind of face-off, but you're absolutely right. This might be the best defense we're facing in overall.
Well, when the Cowboys played the Packers at the time, and I mean, I'm sure it was only week 4, or what week was that?
Yeah, week 4.
Brent Packer guys in the chat, he'll correct you for whatever you're going to say.
They were the top-ranked defense at that time, and the Cowboys still put up 40 on them. Again, that's in the first 4 weeks of the season, so take that with a grain of salt. But this, I'd say, for the circumstance, week 8, they've played, teams are starting to settle in.
Yeah.
This has got to be one of the best defenses, if not the best.
Yeah, and Green Bay does have a really good defense. So, I just don't know, is Green Bay overall better than Broncos? Let's just say that they're pretty similar.
They have Micah Parsons.
Well, Cowboys were also able to put up, nearly 40 points in the Packers game, or did they put up 40?
40. Yeah. And the guy that the Denver Broncos have that's kind of their bread and butter defensive player of the year, Patrick Surtain. That's the guy that I wanted the Cowboys to draft.
Yes.
And the Broncos got him just before the Dallas Cowboys pick. And looking back at that, I was kind of happy we didn't get him because we got Micah. Yep. But now that when Micah's not on this team, it's like Patrick Surtain is on. He can shut down half the field, and it'll be interesting to see what they do with him. If they end up having him go follow a certain player, if they just have him sitting on the left, I don't know enough about their scheme to know what they're planning on doing, but it's going to be exciting to see him against the Dallas Cowboys for sure. Here, let me hit this. Dallas Cowboys fast blast in the ass.
Fast
blast in the ass.
Fact blast in the ass, baby.
Fact blast. So I'll take it. So fact blast in the ass.
Do offense, Ad, and then Anthony do defense.
No, I was just joking.
No, Ad, go. No, so you go.
So offense.
You fact blasted me.
The last 4 games equals 0 turnovers. 44.1% third down rate, 7th in the NFL, and a 75% fourth down rate, which is 5th in the NFL.
Nice.
And then we have 3.5 offensive touchdowns a game, which is 3rd, and 4.3 last 4 games. So we've gone up almost a full yard to jump up 2 spots.
No. It's touchdowns.
Whoa,
touchdowns, sorry.
You were close. 3.4 offensive touchdowns.
I'm an idiot. Take it again, Anthony.
Overall. But in the last 4 games, we have 4.3. So 28 points coming from just touchdowns, and that's not including Aubrey's leg.
Yeah, that has nothing to do with field goals, and then the occasional pick 6 that we might hopefully start getting, which we had one last week, and that kind of leads into the defense pretty nicely with 9.1 points given up 4th quarter, which is 26th. This is on the defense, and then 5.3 points given up in the 3rd quarter, which is 20th.
Just context. The reason I put that there is because I wanted to show. Look how much more points the Cowboys give up in the 4th quarter than they do in the 3rd quarter. Now, the second half has traditionally been a higher scoring. Even over the last few seasons, a lot of it, though, was the Cowboys would take Dak out, or they would have been up by so much that they would give up 1 or 2 extra touchdowns in the second half because it really didn't matter. In this case, we have been we've been needing those games for the most part, or needing to win in the second half. And it's the 4th quarter that the Cowboys really seem to fall apart, where we need them to play that staunch defense. They seem to perform fairly well in the 3rd quarter, only 5.3 points, still ranked 20th, but then they nearly double that in the 4th quarter and allow 9.1 points in the 4th quarter. So
almost double. 8.7 average of depth for each target, which is 26th in the NFL. So the targets on the opposing offense are almost getting deep enough for first downs every single play. And you're seeing that. And then 531 rush yards after contact, which is 27th in the NFL. So the Dallas Cowboys offense, and crack me if you got him, and Javonte Williams are getting those nice yards after contact, but the defense is also giving up a whole slew of them and are placed in the bottom, 33 percentile of the NFL.
Yeah, look, a little bit better, but still, bottom tier. No matter how you fucking...
Yeah, if you're not... we said 25th. I think 25 and up is what you're looking for, because 26 and down, you're just sucking it. You're sucking it hard.
25, I'm starting to raise an eyebrow. 26, I'm kicking dirt in your
even
face.
25 's still bad.
It's still terrible, but it's better than 32nd or...
27th.
27th.
My math tells me.
Just by one.
My math in.
Adam, you want to hit the
Denver Broncos fact blast in the ass. The offense last 4 games equals 2 turnovers for the Denver Broncos. You see how I kind of corrected myself as I fucked my turnovers. There are 35.8% third down rate, which is 23rd in the NFL, and a 50% for fourth down rate, which is 22nd in the NFL. And they have 2.8 offensive tutties a game, which is 11th for them.
Noticeably, when you put this offense versus the Dallas Cowboys offense, their third down and fourth down rates considerably worse than the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys were top 5 in both, if I remember correctly.
Just hit that back quickly,
okay, so top 7.
Yeah,
seventh
and fifth, and that 44.1 is like, it's a very close between that and number 1. I think is 49%, so it's like a close group.
But 44 and 35, big gap.
Yes, yeah. Yo, huge gap. Yeah, that's very significant.
Anthony, gonna do?
Oh, I thought you. Oh, and 2.0. You've read that already. The 2.8 offensive tutties a game at 11th. Yeah. Okay. Sweet. And the Denver Broncos defense, 4.1 points given up in the fourth, which is 5th in the NFL, which is nice. And then 3.9 points given up in the third quarter in the NFL, which, again, you compare that to the Dallas Cowboys, they're very neck and neck with both their second half quarters, where the Cowboys almost double in the fourth. 10-yard average depth target, which is last in the NFL. That's looking nicely for our wide receivers and even Jake Ferg. And then 441 rush yards after contact, which is 19th in the NFL. So Javonte Williams should find some room to jaunt.
So this is what I pick up from this, because I'm really worried about the defense. Offense, not so much. We know how the Cowboys defense are. It could be the 32nd ranked offense versus the Dallas Cowboys defense, and I'm still worried that we need to score a lot of points. So just putting that aside, looking at the defensive score, what I noticed here is, sure, defense gives up huge depth of target, right? 10 average.
Worst in the NFL.
Worst in the NFL. They also give up quite a bit of rushing yards after contact when you pair that with Javonte Williams' ability to pick up yards after contact. That could be a nightmare as well. What they do really good, which we need to watch, is they lock down in the second quarter. Second half, sorry. In the third and fourth quarter, only giving up an average of 4 points in each of those quarters. The Cowboys either need to break that trend, and score points anyways, or they need to go big in the first and then keep pace in the second.
Because if you add them up 8 points in the second half, that's not much.
Yeah.
That's what they're averaging.
And so they're giving up more in the first, and then they're finding a way to do the bend, not break. They're giving away big plays, but they're not letting teams score a lot in that second. Or they're forcing punts at opportune times, giving up big play, but then making the stop that they need to make and forcing a punt. Is we got to do our Dallas our Dallas Cowboys, sponsored by Drip, baby.
Okay.
Sponsored by Drip.
I like it.
Well, for sponsors.
Who's that Hills Have Eyes guy in the middle there?
We got to do updated photos. This is the best I could come up with, okay?
Don't make me laugh. Don't make me laugh.
Friend.
You guys look like the scene where the guy's on the back of the truck lit on fire. That's what you guys would be looking like in The Hills Have Eyes when he's crucified on the back of the tow truck.
Yeah.
You guys look like you're looking at him.
Oh, shit.
So each
and
of us...
Jonah Hill's in there?
Each of us come up with one crack 'em to victory. And you just go.
I'm good. I already got one. I've kind of thought about it when you talked about it. And something that we haven't mentioned yet. Guys, this is the Javonte Williams revenge game. This is his return.
You took my thing. Go for it.
Well, tough cookies. You should have led. But
I'm not first on the fucking list.
That's true. But so it's Javonte. We'll start thinking. Instead of listening to me, start thinking of another one.
Get the boy
Javonte Williams' revenge game. And this is his first time back to the Mile High City against his former team who let him go, who didn't want to re-sign him, who decided to just take J.K. Dobbins instead. And it plays into the game nicely. If the Cowboys can get a running game in and control the clock and then kind of have the nice big plays, every game we've seen Javonte Williams have a good success rate with 100 yards and a touchdown, the Cowboys have been into the end and won. The couple games that he didn't, the Bears game, the Carolina game. Carolina, he did diddly poo. Squat, diddly poo. If you want to beat the Denver Broncos, you need Javonte Williams to have at least 85 yards and a tug or not.
Yeah, and if you're going to come in and shit on my bed or not shit on my bed, you better kiss me first.
And there's people say they don't believe in revenge games. It's a thing. These guys,
yes,
human beings, and especially guys at this competitive level, this will give him a different edge. 100%. He's going into this game. As soon as he signed with the Dallas Cowboys, you're telling me he didn't circle this fucking game in his head?
Yep.
So Javonte Williams revenge game.
Anyone who gave up on me and then I'm coming back, like, I'm going to want to make them regret that decision.
100%. You want to slant and not regret it, but like cry. You want them to cry at nighttime.
Oh,
you want somebody to get fired.
I want you to feel like you're stuck with J.K. Dobbins, not that you made out with J.K. Dobbins. So, Adam, do you want to go?
No, you go.
Okay, because we went with rushing offense. So on defense, I'm going to go with this. Cowboys need to. What do we got here? Oh man, I'm put on a little bit of a spot. I was thinking of offense, but I'm going to say Dallas Cowboys need to get in there and muck up Bo Nix. They need to get some more pressures on the QB.
It's one of our strongest positions right now.
Pressure the QB. Force the, like, I don't know, throwaways, or force him to, like,
bad decisions.
Yeah.
Like they did to Jaden Daniels. They brought the heat, and Jaden Daniels had guys open, and he was missing the target.
And then lock down. So I want him to, I got it here. Pressure the QB, force him to make bad decisions, and then lock down the second half of the game. Okay?
Don't have that 9-point fourth quarter.
And that's going to come with controlling the passing game, not letting him get those big, huge plays that on 3rd and 10,
don't
3rd
let them
and 15.
Don't let them score 4 touchdowns.
No.
In the fourth quarter. You don't even let them score 4 touchdowns in the second half.
Exactly.
Let alone the fourth quarter. And Bo Nix has sneaky speed, man. He has some wheels.
Yep. And I don't like him. Don't like his name. Don't like his first name. Don't like his last name.
I hate him. Okay, so you, Anthony went run offense. Alex went defense for pass rushing. I'm going to go with Dak Prescott.
Okay.
Dallas Cowboys, 3 crack'ems to victory. The third one is going to be Dakota Prescott needs to continue on this MVP campaign tear. The last time we saw Dak Prescott play out of his mind like this, he hasn't been close. This has probably been one of the finest seasons we've seen him start off of. So Dak Prescott needs to continue his MVP tear here. I feel very confident that if Dak is placing the ball with his throws the way he has been to GP3, getting CeeDee Lamb involved, making the right decisions to throw to the tight end when we need to, Dak's going to spread that ball across that field, across that beautiful Mile High Stadium. Is it Mile High Stadium in the Broncos? Mile High Stadium. He's gonna spread that ball all across that altitude sickness field, and he's gonna show them why this year Dakota Rain Prescott is gonna prove all those effing doubters wrong. It is his MVP year. This is his MVP era. Dak Prescott is going to be the number 1 key to the victory for this game coming in.
Well, and you know what he's done in the last 4 games?
Tell me.
He's thrown 0 interceptions. He hasn't given up 1 fumble.
I was gonna bring that up, and I wasn't 100% sure on the stats, so
that's why I got you, Boo.
Thank you.
He in his last 4 games he has 13 touchdowns and 0 interceptions.
Yeah,
That's a fucking tear.
Well,
right
that's
now.
that was that in the last 4 games because we knew we got those 30 touchdowns, but I think more importantly, hey, I just didn't see enough people talking about that. We had 0 giveaways, baby.
Oh man, I'm just
no fumbles, no interceptions.
I think the last interception Dak threw was 2 in Chicago.